There's one we got to get off. You mentioned there was a couple you were going to mention. So I'm gonna let you have. Basically, I'm gonna let you have the moment here in just a second. I just want to mention one right off the top. The Ringer from 2005. Do you remember this movie coming out?
Is it got Johnny
Knoxville?
I vaguely remember it.
So this came out in 2005. Like, this is not like an old movie. Like, this is 2005. Yes, it was a little bit. It was right before. This is like during The Office and stuff when you can get away with some more stuff. But still, this was not okay even for this time. Johnny Knoxville pretends he's a mentally handicapped person to compete in the Special Olympics.
I do remember this.
I mean, that is
my gosh.
awful.
Oh, my gosh.
That's got to be up there. I had to mention it in the worst category because it is so
cringe.
Bad. Yeah, cringe, exactly.
It's
the Scott's Tots episode of sports movies.
It's worse than Scott's Tots. It's bad.
So I had to mention that, but I know one of the ones you're going to mention, and let's do it.
We talked about some movies that rip off and try to copy and never as good as the original, and that is definitely the truth when it comes to LeBron James.
Yes,
and his movies, not just him on the basketball court. He redid Space Jam. Or it's Space Jam 2, A New Legacy. And
I wouldn't say a legacy.
The only legacy it has is that it's living at a 4.4 on IMDb.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's.
I didn't know it was that low.
It's that low.
Oh, that brings me so much happiness.
I mean, nobody.
I liked it.
It's awful. I almost turned it off multiple times watching it.
Yeah.
And was like, no, I got to get all the way through this. Maybe it gets better. But
I knew it wasn't going to get better.
It's terrible.
It's so bad.
LeBron James, Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle, you're better than that.
I can't believe he did it with,
He must have got paid.
I would hope so. But it's not like the original Space Jam movie was a great movie.
No,
it was just fun.
Yeah.
This one feels like they are just trying so hard because LeBron needs to be liked so much.
It's
about him.
He made this movie. He made this movie, and when you first turn on the movie, for the first 5 minutes, it's just clips of his greatness, and the whole thing is talking about is he the greatest ever, da da da, and the whole movie is about him. It's about the Monstars, or it's not the Monstars this time, whoever they are trying to get his social media followers. It's cringy.
Yeah.
At least the first Space Jam, they approached Michael and said, we want you to do this. We want you to be a part of this. And yes, it was a cash grab. We all know that.
Oh, 100%.
It was just for McDonald's sponsorships and Looney Tunes, and all, obviously. But it's so bad.
It deserves every bit of the 4.4 that it gets. I gave it a 4.
Yeah.
I felt like I was being generous.
Yeah. There was only maybe one or two funny moments in there, if that. Not very good.
Yeah, it was bad. Okay, my next one, get ready for a hot take quake here.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to throw Hoosiers.
Really?
Into this.
Wow.
And this is one that you may see up at the top of some people's lists.
Yeah, you're going to see it at the top of a lot of lists.
Like, they act like this is just one of the greatest movies of all time.
Wow.
I have watched it multiple times, and it's not bad.
No.
But because of if you looked at the chart, if you looked at the graph of how hyped the movie is on this side to how great the movie is on this side, it's just like this steady spike right here.
I'll give you that.
It never gets over here.
It's overhyped for sure.
It overhypes and underdelivers. They overpromise. This is how great this movie is going to be. It's just it's an average to just below average, around a 5. Like, you could watch it and it's okay. It's not a life-changing movie.
No.
It's not one that you feel like your life will be complete once you see this. It's not like you're going to watch Hoosiers and you feel like, you know what? That was the best sports movie I have ever seen.
No, I agree with you. I mean, it's not going to make our bracket for sure.
So I feel a little bad putting it in the worst category, but the reason I'm putting it here is because of all the people who are overhyping it. I'm trying to go the other direction just to even things out with it a little bit.
And I will add a thing to that is that because of the movie, I think Indiana basketball gets more hype than they deserve.
Yeah, definitely. People act like Indiana basketball is one of those blue blood programs.
It had a great period of time.
Yes. They are not. If you go look up what most people define a blue blood program is, they don't meet that definition anymore.
No. But that movie has helped keep him in the conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Let me give you another one.
Okay.
The Babe with John Goodman.
I do remember that.
It's a movie about Babe Ruth.
It was not good.
And it's horribly bad. It's really, really bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
The other one I was going to mention was The Sandlot 2.
I was just about to say, there are a lot of very successful sports movies that got sequels with completely different casts that deserve to be on this list.
Quit doing sequels like that.
There was like Angels in the End Zone. I mean,
I remember seeing it and was like, I'm not even watching that.
They're trying to replicate the success of one sports movie and put it into a different sport. And there's a lot of them like that, and they're not very good. Air Bud, I mean, those kids movies.
Oh, I mean, there's a ton of the Air Bud franchise, isn't there?
They do different sports and go different roads. I mean,
like your first movie was good.
It was fine.
Let's leave it there.
Leave it there.